Alright guys, welcome to Donval Versatile YouTube channel. In this video I want to show you how this system work. Okay, this system called the Camenion indicator. I want to show you how to make use of it. Okay, so if you watch my my charts, you see this thing that is changing color. We call it Trendline Pro. We also see the take profit and the stop loss level. Okay, so just like as you see, this current market now is on a sell signal. You see, it has given this signal before now. Okay, and it has given you take profit one, this level. So if I want to take this trade now, what I'll go, you go to your trading button, you put some sell. Maybe you put a sell here. Okay, you put sell and drag. You know how to drag this in on system now. You use your cursor and place on that market and drag your take profit, because your take profit one is here. You see, I'll just drop it. That is take profit, my TP1. If I want to TP at take profit 2, which is here is take profit 2, but I will allow this market to at least hit my take profit 1, then I will calculate the momentum. But the whole indication is that the market is selling. So this star plus arrow down, it has arrow down. Then let me zoom this thing up. You can see it. So this stuff give you signal here. It gives you what? Entry signal for sell here. This is where it gives you entry signal for sell from this candle, and it has been moving, and it has given you take profit 1. It will show you where you should take your first profit. So this is a set signal. But from the main dashboard, from the main column, that if you look here, look at here, is sell. Look at this thing. Let me drop this thing. So if you look here now, you see sell at this price and this red. Take profit 1, it will give you, if you want to enter the number, if you want to drag and drop, take profit 2, take profit 3, and what? Stop loss. That's what this thing is capable of doing. So this red star indicates that you should do what? That you should buy, you should sell market. Okay, if it is buy option like this one, you see this one has been going to that take profit. If I like now, I will take many markets there. Let me take more markets, as I have boom 1000, right? Yes, boom 1000. I'll take more sell markets. All of them will align the same take profits, and nothing will happen to this market. You can see, let us close it successfully. I put many orders based on my equity. So remember, in whatever you are doing in this system, you must apply risk management. Let us see why this one will not TP. You can see the whole trade is here, right? You can see the whole trade there. So let us watch it and see what will happen. Everything will run in blue. Remember, the take profit 1 is here. So for this fast scalpers, you can scalp as many as you can in this system. It's very, very okay. But what I recommend is that when it gives you this take profit 1 and take profit 2, always take your profit highest at the TP2, because we just put the take profit for now at the take profit 1, which is here. You see where it gives what? TP2. So that is to say the market is capable of reaching here, but you must first of all set your take profit at this first take profit 1. Then when you close that one successful, and if the market continues from there, you will now come here. You will now put another market and put it at what? Take profit 2. So at least it's calculating the momentum, and the momentum, where the momentum of the market can exhaust the native power, and that's that place it is giving you that take profit. That from there, from that place, market take off. That is from here now. From this place, market take off. That if it moves, look at the signal now. There is something that just dropped here now. You see this thing? You see this thing here? It's another signal confirmation, but there is already a resistance here. These people came, you see, they just line up resistance here. They just line up what? Resistance. Look at the TPs. They line up TPs and resistance. Then let me zoom this thing some more so that we can see it. You see TP, that place, TP1, TP2, TP3, but our TP is at TP1. So, and of course you can see everything is already in the profit. very big profit. You can be scalping it this way, that is $3 profit. So you can be scalping it this way, even if you be putting it after getting the signal, the sell signal here. You can be TP at TP1 and still be very successful in this trade. Do you understand? Because at that TP1 is sure that the market will at least get there. Do you understand? It's sure that the market will at least get there. You see, this one now shows, that dot shows a kind of more confirmation to downtrend move. Do you get that now? So let us see, like when you are buying it now, if you want to buy it, how do you know? You see, everything have TP. You see, the whole market have disappeared because I dropped TP there at that TP1. You know, I know there is something you don't know, which I'll teach you only when you join Dollar community. Do you understand how you can set one take profit, just one take profit? Every other market you are putting will, that first take profit will control the whole market. Even if it is 100 market, the first take profit you set will now control the entire other trades or other position you open subsequently. I will teach you that one when you join our Dollar community. You see, you have successfully TP the first one, okay, and it has given you, as this one comes now, that's where it defines the stop loss now, because it has confirmed the market momentum. It has just defined the stop loss now. Remember, I just TP'd now and something happened. It just marks small dot here. Do you know this small dot, this thing that is small block? I noticed what it indicates, that they are detecting an opposing trend, a kind of spike. They are detecting an opposing trend. When this thing occurs, that means there is a loss of momentum from the sellers. That means maybe anytime from there it may spike or continue. Do you understand? So if you have been taking opportunity, any sell, you TP at TP1 or TP2, you will be very profitable. So how then do you buy? You see, this trend, something is changing colors. Here, this is where this one give entry. So after sell for a long, because it has been selling for long, it is sold from down, move up to this moment. So after this spike, this one spike now, it now confirm it as up move. What do? You place your buy order, and the moment you see this one, this arrow up and change of color here, if you come to the main dashboard here, you see this one is sell now because market is selling. You see buy here, and this thing will change to that blue, the same color of the signal that came. It will change to this thing. You now know that the trend has converged to another direction, and you follow it up. Do you understand? So you see this thing is still moving. Remember, I told you can TP at TP1. Latest is TP2. How do I mean? If you cannot endure to be taking your profit at a TP, the highest you can do your TP is what? This TP2, long range. Do you understand? That's a long range. Remember, this is 1 minute. I'm just showing you how it goes in 1 minute. Let me go to 5 minutes. Let us also look at the structure of the market. So remember, this is just the, look at it again. You see, even in 5 minutes, it gives you a what? Look at what happened here in 5 minutes. It gives you a trend here, and you move. You TP somewhere here, but the thing gets, because there is a zone here. You know what I'm saying? There is a zone here. Why is that the zone? You have this thing here. You see, market came here and return. Market came here and return. This one also come there and return. There is a strong zone there, which you get. You see that spike has happened. I told you that thing in that 1 minute, that if that block come, there is a small block I just showed you. This small block, what is it? Let's work. Don't try me here. There's a small block here. There's a small block here. This kind of block, this thing. I told you that time it is here. That time the thing came out, I told you the thing want to spike, because what it indicates is that as the market is selling, and all of the sudden this block appears, it indicates that the sellers have lost some momentum. Let me zoom this thing out so that you see the block well. I think, yes, look at it here. It will just appear like this. So what it indicates is that the sellers has lost little momentum. Buyers just penetrated the system within that zone. Do you understand? So, and you have to go out from the market, because if you don't go out, they may cut you along the line. Okay, me as Donval, I usually like trading all this thing in a higher time frame. Okay, in a higher time frame. Look at, in a higher time frame gives you more strong confirmation and everything, like 1 hour. If you catch these people on a 1 hour time frame, if you catch them, if you see self in 1 hour time frame, it's still a sell order. It's still a sell order in 1 hour. Look at where this signal came. No repenting. If you are using it in a higher time frame, no what repenting. You see the signal came in all the way from here, right? So if I hold this trade from there now, what the indication is that the moment I enter this trade, if I see this signal in a 1 hour time frame, look at it. Okay, if I hold it from here, I will not go out. I'll follow this trend as far as the candlesticks are still below this red trend line. You keep holding. Where do we exit in a higher time frame? I only exit, and I advise you to also exit when you have. Why is this thing dulling now? My video is too dimmy. My lens is just okay. So when this thing, you see from here, candle have been closing down below this stuff, right? It has been closing below. The moment I see any candle close above that line, that's why I do my TP. Meanwhile, I'll take the entry. The entry is too spark. The moment it gives that entry, I'll go in and I'll hold. As far as those candles are below, I'll keep holding on until I see. Like here, no one, like this place. Let me zoom it. Price attempted to close above the line here. So what I do, I will TP. The moment I see any candle close above that line, above this red line, I will what TP. If it doesn't close above, I'll keep holding it. Look at here now. The same thing happened to the buy when you have the buy order. You see this buy signal came from here. I don't know why this thing is too dim like this. My camera is too dim. Okay, let me use it here. So you see this one gives what? Buy entry here. If I buy here, even with the respective take profit, I will not take profit here. I will keep, as far as this thing keep going blue, I will keep holding, and as far as the candle are still closing above that line, I will keep holding until I see any candle closes below, like this one from here. That is where I will take what? My profit. That is to say, I will enter from here. I will enter my market here, and I will close it somewhere here. This is where I will close, and that is the money. I will take that chance. That's where I will close. Likewise, let us go back and we'll see something. Look at where this one give entry, sell signal, what? Entry. Do you understand? In higher time frame. Let us even see 15 minutes. Let me see what we can do with it. You see in 15 minutes, the same thing happened there. The something gives you entry here. It gives you what? Entry here for sell. Let me use I don't know. It gives you what? Entry here after confirming market move, and you enter that market holding. If you just see any candle closes above or trying to see, there is a zone here. You see how this thing rejected. If it closes above, you go out. But one thing is there that if the market give you entry and you hold until you see market a candlestick that closes above that, you'll be in big profit by that time. You'll be in very what? Big profit. So 1 minute persons or 5 minute persons, the scalpers, you can scalp well here. But you know the virtue of this small time frame is always noisy, and that is why I say the moment you buy this thing now, I will give you a confirming indicator. Let me go ahead and add those confirming indicators with this one and see how effective it will make this thing to be. So number one I will give you is the Koao. Koao is extra indicator. You see it has just appeared. Koao is this double stripe. It comes as a pink, it comes as a blue for buying, pink for selling. Do you understand? It's a very powerful tool that if you get it now, you make this market, you make them anyhow. Okay. And another thing that I will give you when you purchase this thing is moving minimas for strong confirmation of trend. Look at it, moving minimas. I'll give you these two indicators if you don't have it. If you have it already, glory be to God. So when this thing, let us start from this one. You see, if this thing, if you want to hold for long, in 1 minute or 5 minutes or in any time frame you are, if you want to hold for long, you see this market spike from here, spike, and end here. And now, as it ends here now, it produces this double strike with a down pop arrow. And this thing now came before this one. So, and that time when this one gave downward signal, that is all the way from here, this one is still what? Blue, showing that there are still momentum above. But this one doesn't make mistake. That's another thing of this one. So when this one gives you an indication, you strongly believe that the market have totally reversed, because this one shows total reversal. That one I give. And that time it gave that in. If you look at your Ikowawa down here, if you look at this moving minima down here, it is pointing down. Let me drag it so that we have space. Let me drag this thing. You see this thing is pointing down here. I don't know if you are seeing this. Do you see here? It's pointing down, confirming this man that the trend is down. If I use this thing now to navigate at both of them, you see the up is pointing down, the down is pointing down, showing you its total downtrend, that nothing will happen. But as of that spot, this one is still what? Green. Why is it green? It's green because it's waiting for a retest. Because after this one confirming, for the trend to be very strong, sometimes it requires a retest, and that is why you see this particular candlestick here that just spike and closes below this one, and this one immediately give you what? Entry here. As this spike happen and closes below this trend, this one immediately will what? Give you what? Signal. And that's why this trend ride on. You can keep holding the trend, as this one is showing red, is showing that it's total downtrend, it's total sell. And of course you can see, even though there are some spikes, but it's closing below this thing, it's closing below this one, and you keep holding. The moment you see this man, you see this one have started, it has point up and it started turning green, and this one has come, but this one is still red. What do? As far as this one don't point up and this one don't come out, even as this one is still red, go out of the market. That's why I say this for strong confirmation, because before this one confirm you up that the trend is up, that means the trend must have gone a bit far before it confirms. It must detect the entire momentum. So this is where this one gives you entry. The what do you call it? The Camenion. It gives you entry here, and you enter the market. You catch this one, you catch this one, you catch this one, you catch this one. Do you understand? And as you are catching them, this man is still what? Green, showing you that he's buying. He's totally buying. Now this market has gotten here and produced another what do you call it? This double strike with this indicator. Do you understand? And this market fire down. As far as this one come, there must be a very high move of the market. Do you understand? As it fire down, but this one is still what? Showing you green. Is a downtrend. Is an uptrend market that retrace high. That's why this one confirm it as a trend. You can take advantage. But if you like to filter the noise, you can still wait even as this one give, because if this one give you, market must move. But if you want to filter it more, you can, as this one give you entry, as this one, what is it this thing now? As this one give you entry here, pointing down. If you want to still be sure, you hold on until this one comes in. You now ride on. You ride to few candles away, you go out. But if this one give you, the market must move. That is another thing. It's very, very strong confirmation to this thing. But this one is just additional confirmation. Do you understand? So you can use it in any time frame. You see it in any time frame. You see it in any time frame. You see it. You see in the higher time frame, this trend is converging up. You see this one is already projecting up. It's turning green and it's showing you up. And this thing they have. You see this white dot is showing reversal. This white dot here. Very soon now, this blue koao. This one will come, because the moment that white dot come, it gives you a kind of early signal that this thing is about to reverse. So the moment that double stripe, the blue one come here, it shows total reversal. This one say, oh yeah, mass. This one confirm with it, showing you up. The candle, the whole something is about to what? Move up. So if you have been holding for this sell now for long now. If you are holding for this sell, you go out of the market. You see, you keep holding from here as far as they are down. So that is for boom market. Let us let me put any of these volatilities. Let us see how it also shit. I put a market though. I don't even can do. Let me say volatility 75. Let us see how it will help your life with it. It's a very strong. Just what you can do is just to order this indicator and stop complaining. You see, this man said the trend is about going down, and you can see how the market is reporting itself there. They have started ranging. They want to go down. They have lost momentum. There is a force here that is cooling this thing down. You know, this is 1 hour. Okay, let me go to at least smaller time frame, and we'll see how this thing is. You see here, this thing keep being above this thing, and it's turning blue. This one I've said, this one said sell here, and the market move here. You move near to this take profit and return back to the zone again. It's ranging here anyway. It's just ranging, but after ranging it will go down because this one have confirmed it downtrend. This one have confirmed it downtrend. It's now next for this one to confirm it. That's why this one keep being blue, because it's still detecting that there are some momentum force from the buyers. But no matter the force they have, they will always end it here. It's just testing and retesting and retesting. So look at here. You see this place, it gives you what? Entry for buy. And this entry started long ago. It's not even from here. It started here. Look at where the whole thing started. It gives you this entry here. And this one confirmed it. The market move. It moved the first one, return. Move the second one. The returning, the retesting upon this thing now turned green total and confirmed the whole thing. And it has been moving that way. It has been moving up that way. And as this thing keep being green, you keep holding if you want, if you have the mind, until you see this downward arrow pointing. Okay, until you see this what? Downward arrow pointing is showing that the trend have what? Reversed. It's just confirming, gathering momentum to keep going down. Do you understand? So it's not in a good time because it's just retesting. It has not taken a very good move now, so that will take a trade. Let us see for crash. You see this crash now? It's still what? Going up. Look at where you have the entry to buy. Here. You take your entry. You keep holding. As this spike and closes above this thing, you keep holding. If it is spike closes above, you keep holding. And as this thing is showing what? Blue. Even now we still what? Buying. It's still buying, even though it's within a zone here now, because there is a previous spike here. So this current spike can spike because of that previous spike. So, and you see some sign of arrow down here showing that there is a force. If you see this thing is already covering out, because there is a zone there invisible, which if I put the support and resistance, let me put it this thing, we have different tools here. It depends on this one is support demand. You have different tools that will help you make this market. Is you making yourself. You see I just put support and resistance. You see there is a very strong resistance there, so there may be a spike. That's why I told you it's a strong zone. Do you understand? It's a strong zone. So you see this thing here, this one came here and bounced back. You see why this one move is because of this support, because the market came to support, give you a reversal, you go in. So I think I should include this one as part of what I will give you when you purchase this, and I will give you this support and resistance, so that the moment this one give you a reversal, there must be a zone there. It cannot just give you a reversal. If this support and resistance, if it doesn't, the reversal doesn't come through a zone, don't go in. That's another thing. Look at, you see this market bounce here, return, because of, and it gives you entry here because they have bounced from a zone. This is a support zone. That's why they move up. Do you get that now? So it's win-win situation here. Get this Camenion, this thing. There is something I want to do. You know, I urge everybody to join our donor community link. Remember this stuff is sold at $50. This Camenion indicator is too powerful and effective. Okay, you see the spike now. The spike have just happened. Look at it. There's a spike here. I told you it's on within the zone. That is why it will spike. And this thing have started even covering out. Do you understand? Because of this red something resistance, when you put it, it will show you where all those points where spike will possibly come. It will give you all those points where you will possibly buy as well. It will help you to make a very strong confirmation. If this support zone is not here, I cannot take this trade here, because this support zone is telling me that there is enough buyers there that can push market up over time. And if this resistance, let's assume I want to catch that spike that just happened, I told you, because I've seen this resistance zone and as big as they are and it's verified resistance, I know that these people must definitely push spike, even though it's small, but there must be a spike. So if I'm holding for buy, even if I don't want to take a sell order, I will go out because of this zone I've just seen. You don't need to detect it with your ordinary eye sometimes. Do you understand? So when you get this Camenion indicator, you get this resistance. If you get Python indicator, you also get that something. If you get my master indicator, you also get this thing. So overall, I want you to join dollar community. Do you understand? Because of this indicator now, because of this Camenion indicator and other tools we have, what I want now, I don't even sometimes want you to buy much of the things, but this one you have to. What you do now, you have to go to join my community. To join my premium group requires you now is $50. That's 25,000. If you the number one thing is that you must register with our donor community link. We have a customized link we got from DERIV. You use it to register. I know some of you have account already, because I want to mentor you. I want to mentor you well. So many of you have been blowing account anyhow because you lack mentorship and you think you get sent. Some of you you even see somebody that will help you. You keep funding. It's not about funding. If you fund without understanding the system, you still blow it. So it's even better you sacrifice the money of funding to learn. If you learn well, you will now know that the next funding, you know what to do in the market, or the next funding I have tools. As a trader, you cannot stop buying tools. You cannot stop buying tools. And it's good you also stay with a mentor who always have tools available, so that no matter how the market change, we can still have a solution to reap the market. Do you understand now? So I recommend that you forfeit your old account. Some of you say, I don't want to forfeit my old account, but you are not making profit with it. Don't you think it's madness? You are not making profit with it and you don't want to forfeit it. So, and of course, now in a DERIV, having double account is sometimes it's difficult, but we have a way of doing it. So, and it's when you declare your interest to go along with us or to sign up with us, that is when I will tell you the process you follow to do the account successful, and you pay $50. The $50 now is the mentorship, but when you pay for that $50 mentorship after registering with our link, and that new account, because the moment you register, you have to forfeit that old account. I don't mentor people with the old account, because this thing, apart from getting the knowledge, this thing has break this zone. It requires let me enter some buy here. It's still moving up with momentum. I just want to make some money. So if it's good you stay with a mentor that has tools that can direct you on what to do at every point in time. Don't be too stupid. You say, I don't want to forfeit my old account, but you are not making money with it. Did you create that account for fancy? So when you forfeit it, you start with a new one, because if I want to start with the person, I always want to start with you with a new brand something. I know that is my grace. The grace that is holding us in the system will also hold you. My grace cannot extend to you when you are having the old fashion account, because sometimes even our destiny, sometimes it requires some spiritual understanding. Yes, if you don't make a paradigm shift. Me, during the time when I was learning, I blow so many accounts anyway, and that want me to have many accounts. I have 9 accounts at a spot, because I keep changing until I change the last from some of those ones who mentor me and teach me the process. As I forfeit those ones and follow his instruction, I started succeeding, and that's why you see me holding up to now and even have the capacity to teach you or request to mentor you. Do you understand? So if you must succeed, you follow our instructions. It's not by force. We are not trying to force you, but if you say you still want to retain your old account, you also pay us what, $60. So, and I said, for now, from this December upwards, to get this Camenion indicator, I'm no longer sending it to you. I'm not even sending it to you again. So just pay $50 for mentorship. Sign up with our DOLLA community link. You get the Camenion indicator. So you have a kind of, it's a double portion blessing. You are not paying for indicator. You just pay for the mentorship. Sign up with our link and follow up with the account. Because signing up our mentorship is getting access to our training. That is what it is. Getting access. You meet other traders. Many of them are making profit. I mean, big profit every day. Big profit. So when you join them, you interact with them. You know, the best way to succeed in this system is to stay in an environment where the people that are doing the same business you are doing are succeeding. Is from there you get motivated, know the secret behind their own success, then you know how to fix it yourself. Don't stay away and be claiming a very foolish white, big fool anyway. So adjust, and I want you to sign up with our DOLLA community link, pay 25,000, which is equivalent to $50. Get the Camenion indicator and the confirming indicator together along with it and make your profit. Congratulations and shalom. But if you still retain that you don't want to sign up with us, you buy it $50. That is just the whole thing. You buy the indicator of $60 and continue with your account and with your group and all that. So it's still buyable anyway, $50. But if you sign up with our community link, pay the $50, I'll add you up. Do you understand? Thank you very much. And more video of this kind will come your way. You can see we are in profit already because this thing is still showing momentum up. It has gotten to another resistance zone. You see this blue something? There's a blue something you see up there. It's a zone also, but it's a zone. You see it? Look at the zone. You see it visible in the 5 minutes time frame. Do you understand? And this thing is still what? Blue, showing that there is still power from the buyers, and you can see everything here is traded